10. Each week we post a reel which gives the top 10 crimes of the week, and not just homicides. It can be anywhere, anything from arson to armed robbery to larceny. And in addition, the exciting part about today is while we do offer cash rewards, we're working with a third party to develop another way to get paid, additional gift card or digital payment option deliverable by phone or email. This third party will ensure the tipster remains anonymous, and those new payment options are coming soon. And finally, in 2022, we received 41 tips that were collected, and so far this year in 2023, 72 tips have been collected, so the community is getting involved. And with that, I'll turn it over to our Deputy Mayor, Bettison.
Well, thank you so much, Dana, and I just really want to congratulate you and your team. A big shout out to Dan DiBardino from Crime Stoppers and just everybody involved. And so I'm Deputy Mayor Todd Bettison, representing Mayor Duggan, and just would like to say that when we sit in the room, Mayor Duggan, myself, Chief White, we're there and we're always looking at continuous improvement. And so what can we do to prevent crime from happening in the first place? Because after it happens, of course, it's really, you got more victims. But with Rewards TV, community members say, well, how can we get involved? What can we do? And so it's very important for us to create ways for citizens to get involved, to be able to help us reduce crime, to be able to help us bring justice to victims of crime and family members. And so with Rewards TV and going to Rewards TV you can Google it, it will pop up, it'll take you to our city website. It's gonna take you on, it'll take you directly there. And you'll get a chance to actually see what's going on in your neighborhood. It may be something happening right around the corner from your house where it's someone out there that's still out victimizing individuals, whether it's an armed robbery, whether it's a hit and run accident, whether it's a homicide, whatever it may be. But this is your opportunity, Detroit, to be able to help us to identify the person, to get the individual off the street so that they can't hurt you or one of your loved ones. See, that's very important because individuals that commit crimes and do things of that nature, they typically don't just stop with that. And so this is a avenue, just another avenue to be able to anonymously report individuals, because I know sometimes it's often a fear of retaliation or getting involved. And so with Rewards TV, just like with Crime Stoppers, you're able to report, to be able to give information that can lead to the apprehension of an individual who's out there doing some bad things in the community. And that's what you can do to make our city safer. So the chief, his executive team, the Dana and her team as well from media relations, the mayor's office, we're always strategizing and coming up with new and innovative ways to connect and engage with the community to empower you. And so I encourage everybody within the sound of my voice, hey, do it right now. Don't wait. Get your phone, get your computer, get your laptop, your iPad, and go to Detroit Rewards TV, because you'll be surprised at what you're going to see. It's very well put together, and it's anonymous. It's anonymous, it's anonymous, and that's what you can do to get involved. And so at this point, I'm going to say go to Rewards TV one more time, and I'm going to bring up Assistant Chief Ewing, who's representing Assistant Chief White.
Chief White. Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Mayor. And thank you to Mayor Duggan also for supporting this endeavor. Thank you, Director Clark, for your vision on this particular project, and also thank you to our Crime Stopper partners. But more importantly, thank you to the community for submitting your tips to this program. Without you, this could not be done. And as the Deputy Mayor talked about and said it so eloquently, this is about the families. This is about the victims, bringing justice, bringing closure to those particular families who have been victim of crime or their loved ones have been victim of crime. And understand this, to those out here who may say this is snitching, it is not. Every 911 call with the absence of an officer seeing a crime happening themselves starts with someone calling the police, someone seeing an act that took place. This is just another option. Detroit Rewards TV, an opportunity for you to submit whatever you saw or see anonymously, and being able to be rewarded for what your information that you're giving to the Detroit Police Department. If you give information with regard to the individual, where they live, any personal information about that particular individual, and the case moves forward, you'll receive that reward. So we're happy to see that the number of tips are continuing to go up. But with this new strategy and what I just saw here, I'm like the deputy mayor, I'll be downloading them myself to my phone. But it's just another way for you all to get us this information. And we have not been able, as long as I've been on this job and in the history of the Detroit Police Department, the only way we've been successful is with the community, and for information from the community. It's just another way for that to happen. So I encourage all of you to dial 1-800-CRIME-STOPPERS or go to Detroit Rewards TV, submit the information so we can work together as the Detroit Police Department and community to continue to serve the citizens and solve crimes. So with that, I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to bring up Mr. James Williams from Crime Stoppers.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Ewing, and to Deputy Mayor Bettison, and to Director Clark. I am James Williams. I am the Operations Manager for Crime Stoppers of Michigan, here representing Dan DiBardino, our president, and all of our staff who has worked so diligently to help make this partnership a success. After 30 years of serving Southeast Michigan with our anonymous tip line, Crime Stoppers of Michigan is extremely grateful to have the opportunity to extend this vital resource to the Detroit Police Department as they continue their ongoing efforts to make our neighborhoods safer through a host of innovative crime-fighting programs, of which Detroit Rewards TV is one of the latest and most successful. As a result of our working together in this effort, our tip line has yielded hundreds of tips for Detroit Rewards TV, and Crime Stoppers of Michigan pledges our continued support for this endeavor, and we're proud of what we've been able to do over the 30 years and excited about the fact that as a result of this collaboration, our efforts and the efforts of DPD are being magnified, and our streets are going to become safer. As everyone who has come to the podium has said, none of what the Detroit Police Department does, none of what Crime Stoppers of Michigan does is possible without the involvement of our community. So we do encourage you to continue to use Crime Stoppers of Michigan, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You can call that number. You can go online. It's always the same, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. It's always anonymous. And now we have this additional resource of Detroit Rewards TV. We can make our community safer if we do it together. Thank you.
Thank everyone for coming. Did anyone have any questions? All right, thank you.